Good Wednesday evening. Happy midweek. Thanks for joining us for Unscripted here on Up North Live. Some areas still seeing cold, most areas, I should say, seeing cold temperatures today. Maybe a little bit of a warm up as the week goes on. We'll check in with Chief Meteorologist Joe Charlevoix to get a look at that.
That's right, Melissa, we will. And take a look outside of our studios here right now near Traverse City. There goes somebody heading out, putting the day in today. But you can see some lake effect snow coming in. It's cold too. Temperatures around northern Michigan generally in the single digits and teens out there tonight. We'll start with the advisories. Some of these are for lake effect snow. A winter weather advisory for western Chippewa County. That's until 10 o'clock tonight. Luce County, a winter storm warning until 1 a.m. Again, lake effect snow here. And then Mason and Oceana counties, a winter weather advisory until tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And then this is a cold weather advisory just because many spots here are heading below zero. That is in effect until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So a cold night and a cold start to the day for these areas tomorrow. Here's kind of a look at the forecast lows, and you can see a good portion of northern Michigan, a lot of minus signs. So cold night. We'll take a look at that and the rest of the forecast in a few minutes.
Thanks, Joe. Well, Cadillac homeowners could soon get help paying for major home repairs through a new federal grant. The city's been tentatively approved for hundreds of thousands of dollars to improve roofs, electric systems, and even siding for residents in need. Up North Live's Tony Lundy explains how the program could impact dozens of families.
City officials say help is on the way for Cadillac residents struggling to keep up with costly home repairs. The city has been tentatively approved for more than $675,000 in community development block grant funding through the My Neighborhood program.
Well, I'm excited because then this means there's going to be 40 people affected in our city to get something new, something given to them to help them. And then that's going to cause a whole ripple effect for other residents in the community to see what positive impact we are going to have for the next 2 years.
My Neighborhood is a blend of state and federal funding available for nonprofits, local governments, and for profit developers to use to meet regional housing goals that are in strategic alignment with the statewide housing plan. Waldo says the push for the grant was driven by firsthand experience from her time in Manistee.
And I was so enthusiastic, and it was such a great impact at the city of Manistee that I couldn't wait to come over here in my new position in Cadillac and go for that grant and now being awarded.
If finalized, the funding would pay for roof repairs, electrical upgrades, and siding or lead-based paint removal for qualifying homeowners. To qualify, homeowners must live in the city, own and occupy their home, and meet income requirements.
Well, I guess them trusting and seeing that, instilling in their government that we're here to help and that we are going to be assisting them in moving forward. It's one more step in making our homes better off.
City officials say applications are expected to be available within 6 to 8 months, with a lottery system used to select participants once the process opens. In Wexford County, Tony Lundy, Up North Live News.
And talking winter weather now, more tonight on how you can help protect animals during this dangerously cold weather we're seeing. We came across an effort underway informing people how to build warming insulated shelters for community cats or feral cats outside. It was first shared by the Tuscola County Animal Control, but the methods can be used anywhere, and it's a simple method. The project involves straw bales, a tarp, and a rope. Animal Control says the project is meant to be easy and also affordable.
I have seen people use old coolers, like igloo coolers or something like that, and they cut a cat hole out, stuff it with straw inside there for an insulator. Works great for cat houses, as well as any kind of reflecting agent. So people have taped or hot glued aluminum foil to the edges of the cooler.
Now keep this part in mind. Ray emphasizes if you're going to build your own cat warming shelter, it needs to be straw, not hay. That makes a huge difference with insulation, and the size should be 1 square foot per cat. A northern Michigan pet food pantry in desperate need tonight of dog and cat food, as well as other pet supplies. Hoops Pet Food Pantry in Traverse City has been helping, get this, more than 700 pets a month. Their shelves are bare. The founder, Robin Rozier, is asking the public to please help. Robin joins us tonight to talk about the need for pet food. Robin, thank you. It's great to see you and have you with us. Can you hear us, Robin?
Yes, I can.
Oh, perfect. There we go. I thought we lost you. Robin, first of all, thank you for being here. I want to ask if you could just explain Hoop's Pet Food Pantry for people watching who might not be familiar with how the pantry works.
Well, we have a pop-up at Square Deal Country Store on the first and third Saturday of the month from 11 to 2. And in between times we can do emergency things, but mostly we distribute our food then. We also help area rescues and other animal welfare organizations in town.
And you and I had talked earlier, the time of the year right now, this is not abnormal to be seeing such a desperate need, but more than really ever, your shelves are getting bare and you need dog food, you need cat food and other pet supplies.
Yeah, this time of year, in January and February, the dust has settled from the holidays and people are kind of busy regrouping, and in this year dealing with the cold weather, and they're not really thinking about donating dog food or cat food to the pet food pantry. And unfortunately, that means that our shelves are pretty much bare. We have some funding available for emergencies that, generously donated by some different groups, but we also depend on the community to help by donating food, dog food, cat food, gently used pet supplies.
What about cat litter, cat beds, dog beds? Do you need any of those types of supplies as well?
Yeah, anything like that at all. Okay. We've got lots of beds and we need lots more. Almost anything that a pet would need, people have donated to us, and we, get it cleaned up and ready to go and pass it on to the next person that needs it.
And Robin, Hoop's Pet Food Pantry, it's based in the Grand Traverse area, but you're seeing people from surrounding counties, Leelanau, Benzie, Wexford, who use this pet food pantry, and quite frankly, they rely on it to support their pets.
Yes, that's true.
And
we have.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay. You're seeing over 700 pets a month beyond just the Grand Traverse area.
I mean, a large percentage is from the Grand Traverse area, but we have people from the surrounding areas as well. And there are some people, some older people, veterans, disabled people, some homeless people that really do depend on us all the time. And then there's also people that just have, once in a while something comes up and they're a little tight for money, and we can help them out by taking care of their pet food needs for the month or whatever. So we've got people that use our help sometimes when needs arise, and then there are also people that are pretty much regulars.
What about some people? I know their pets might need special dog food or cat food. Is that something that Hoops is able to help with as well?
Sometimes, yeah. We don't generally purchase special cat food or dog food, but if people, we can take bags that are already open. If somebody's cat or dog doesn't like the food, they can drop it off at one of our drop-off locations, which is Square Deal Country Store and Pet Supplies Plus. And they both have collect donations for us of, whatever somebody isn't using that still has some life left in it, we want to pass it on to someone who needs it.
Why should people care, Robin? If someone's watching and maybe they don't have a dog or a cat, but the need is there, what would you like them to know?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you there.
No, that's okay. I was just curious, what would you like people to know if they're listening tonight and they have the ability to help, and maybe they're not a pet person, they don't have a dog or a cat, but the message that you want them to take home from this desperate need?
What you mean? How they could donate?
Yeah, yes.
Well, on our website is hoopspfp.org, and you can donate funds through our website, which is, kind of our supplemental money to fill the gaps that we don't have donations for. And we also have Venmo and PayPal, and people often put our money on our account at Square Deal Country Store as well.
And I should say Square Deal is off of Woodmere Avenue in Traverse City.
Correct.
Okay. Also, this is a full circle effect, Robin. If people can't help their pets, if they can't help their dog or their cats, a lot of times they are then taken to a rescue or a shelter. And we know that rescues and shelters across the state are at capacity.
That's right. And in fact, it costs 52% more to house an animal in a shelter or a humane society than it does to help people keep their pets through a difficult time.
Robin, thank you.
So
go ahead. Go ahead.
We get a lot of help from Cherryland and some of the other rescues. They give us things that they don't need or they're not using, because they know that we're helping them. We're helping them to keep pets in their homes and not come to the shelter.
Robin, thank you. And for what you do, we will post all the information for Hoop's Pet Food Pantry on our website, UpNorthLive.com, so you can help make those donations, or you can utilize the pantry if you are in need of dog and cat food. Well, sticking with weather, actually taking a look at the weather, I should say, have you lost a mailbox this winter? When a snowplow hits your mailbox, the Road Commission usually pays for a new one. However, if your mailbox falls over from the wave of the snow, it's up to the homeowner to replace the mailbox. Historically, that's been the policy among the road commissions. However, the Leelanau County Road Commission has changed the policy. They will provide free posts and mailboxes to anyone whose mailbox has been damaged, regardless of the situation.
I do think it's reduced to frustration. It's always frustrating, and I get it. We live it too with ourselves. Our mailboxes are just as much at risk as anybody else is. So, but really just trying to do what we can to be a part of the community.
Now, there's no deadline to pick up a post on a mailbox. You can call your road commission where you live to see if there are policies that have changed. Well, that brings us to our question of the day. Have you lost a mailbox this winter? It's something that is common this time of the year. You can check out our Facebook page, Up North Live, and our website, UpNorthLive.com. Let us know. Leave your comments. You can even scan the QR code right there on your screen. And as always, we're going to check out those results coming up at the end of the show. And sticking with weather, we'll take a look at that weather forecast for this Wednesday and going on through the rest of the week coming up after the break.
I'm Jada Johnson from Big Boys TV, and the Fish and Game Report is sponsored by Johnson's Propane.
I'm Dee Gatton with the National News Desk in Washington, D.C., and this is your news update.
Under this administration, we're going to leave every child with real assets and a shot at financial freedom. We'll ensure that Americans don't just end their lives with a nest egg, but instead all Americans will begin their lives with a beautiful nest egg.
Trump Accounts has officially launched today. President Donald Trump touting the program as he continues to focus on the economy this week. At a summit today, the president told American families to sign up for Trump Accounts when they do their taxes. The program provides $1,000 in a savings account for every baby born between 2025 and 2028. Next, over 60 people were arrested after an anti-ICE protest in a New York City hotel lobby last night. NYPD officers arrived at the Hilton Garden Inn and repeatedly ordered the demonstrators to leave, but they refused. The activists claimed ICE agents were staying at the hotel. Plus,
as I said, I've survived war, and I'm definitely going to survive intimidation and whatever these people think they can throw at me, because I'm built that way.
Congresswoman Ilhan Omar was sprayed with liquid at a town hall in Minneapolis last night. Police say they arrested a man who sprayed the Democratic congresswoman with a syringe when she said ICE should be abolished. New reporting suggests that the liquid was apple cider vinegar. President Trump reacted to the incident, saying it was probably staged. And that's your news update.
The National News Desk can be seen on ABC 29 and 8 on Saturday night and 11:30 and Sundays at midnight. All right, well, taking a look at your weather, still dangerously cold in most areas across the region, but could we see a little bit of a warm up as the week goes on? We're going to turn things over to meteorologist Joe Charlevoix.
Yeah, thanks, Melissa. It is still cold, and well, we're going to be cold again tomorrow, just not as cold as it was, if you recall, last Friday when many spots didn't get above zero. And there's a little thaw, a little bit, on the way as we head toward the end of the weekend. We'll start off, though. This is the snowpack, how much snow is on the ground. We've been adding to this and not subtracting, with clippers coming through occasionally, lake effect snow. And then we have not really warmed up above freezing, so we haven't really melted any of this. So a pretty healthy snowpack across the western lakes tonight. We'll recap the headlines. We mentioned this a few minutes ago, but if you're just joining us, we have a winter weather advisory. This is for lake effect snow until 10 o'clock tonight. For parts of Chippewa County. Luce County, you're under a winter storm warning until just after midnight tonight. Lake effect snow there. And then Mason and Oceana counties, a winter weather advisory. Some lake effect snow here, that until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then here in blue is a cold weather advisory for the temperatures tonight, which again, many spots heading below zero here. That's in effect until tomorrow morning. All right, let's start with some of the lake effect snow. We have a little push of snow here. This band of snow has been dropping across northern Michigan over the last several hours. Some reduced visibility with this. Just exiting Grayling now. You just had some snow. Traverse City seeing some of that. All the way over toward Alpena tonight. And then there's the snow off Lake Superior. In fact, this one band coming in right here is Whitefish Point. You can see some of the snow coming in there. All right, let's take a look at the forecast with regard to lake effect snow. Now, areas north and east will see the snow ending. The main focus for snow, we're going to see this ending in the UP tomorrow as well. You can see that heading offshore. But from Leelanau County south, so Benzie, Manistee, Mason, Oceana counties, lake effect snow will continue there, otherwise dry tomorrow. And pretty much the same thing during the day on Friday, although this may actually get pushed completely offshore as we head into Friday. So that will be the focus on snow, maybe a couple snow showers Friday evening. And then look at Saturday. We kind of scour the clouds out, and we should, believe it or not, see some sunshine to start the weekend on Saturday. So here's a look at snowfall. And again, it's going to target areas closer to Lake Michigan in this particular situation as our wind turns more out of the north. Traverse City, Leelanau County, down through Manistee, Ludington, right in here, 3 to 6 inches possible. And also north of Newberry, east of I-75, very little. Temperatures, cold night tonight. There we are tomorrow, single digits and teens. Same thing Friday, but then teens on Saturday, and again, some sunshine. And then Sunday, some 20s, which, believe it or not, probably feel a little warm, at least mild. All right, tonight, again, 16 below near the Canadian border. It's going to be a cold night near Lake Michigan. It will be a little warmer with teens because we have some clouds there. 0 at Lake City, scattered lake effect snow. For the UP tomorrow, single digits, partly cloudy. In lower Michigan, single digits or teens tomorrow. Again, near Lake Michigan, that's where we will expect to continue to see some lake effect snow. Inland areas, could see some sunshine poking through tomorrow. Big Rapids, your high 16 there in Mecosta County. The weekend looks quiet. If you have travels plans, no major issues. Teens Saturday, 20s Sunday. And we could see a few snow showers on Monday, which is Groundhog Day.
All right, thanks, Joe. Coming up, sports director Harrison Beebe has the emotional story of one Traverse City West senior who's returning to be with his hockey team despite not being cleared to play after a life-altering injury. All those details coming up. Welcome back to Unscripted here on Up North Live. 2 years ago, Traverse City West Brady Lewis suffered a devastating blow in a hockey game that left him with a severe spine and neck injury. After months of rehab, he had hopes of returning to play for his senior season, but doctors have not cleared him to compete. But that's not stopping Brady from being with his teammates in his final year of high school. Sports director Harrison Beebe has his story.
I'm fully recovered neck-wise. I still have like a spine contusion, which is kind of what's holding me back. Like my spine's still bruised a little bit. But yeah, I feel great. Still getting my strength up a little bit from still 2 years ago, but yeah, I'm getting there.
Hockey has been a part of Brady Lewis's life since he was 5 years old. A sport that continues to teach him so much, but one that unfortunately put a permanent change on his future. A life-threatening spinal cord injury suffered in a game in February of 2024 resulted in him being flown to Grand Rapids for emergency surgery, followed by weeks of intense rehabilitation. He had hopes in making a return to play in his senior season, but doctors have advised Brady not to do so.
We were hoping to at least see some of that bruising go down on the spine, but Fortunately, it didn't. So yeah, no contacts. Really, no contact sports, anything wise. So like, I don't know, skiing still, stuff like that. You know, a little heart crushing a little bit. Because I want to be out here. I feel great. I feel healthy, but it's something I can't really control or change.
The good news is he's at peace with that decision. While missing out on playing the game still stings, Brady remains a part of the Titan roster. Every game, every practice, every moment.
Oh yeah, it feels great. I mean, just being able to still be around the team. Like I've said before, I got a lot of buddies on the team, so just engaging with them, helping do what I can do. I know they support me. I know a lot of them wishes I was out there, but yeah, I mean, they've been there with me through it all. So
the entire experience has even opened his eyes to a potential career in the medical field.
I'd like to go into medical sales. It's kind of my gig now. Wearing the halo really kind of inspired me a little bit to go into that realm. Just being grateful, working with what you got in a situation you can't really control. I think that's probably the biggest positive.
That was Harrison Beebe reporting. Now, coming up, we're going to take a look at the live results of our question of the day right after this.
Salon services are furnished by Epiphany Advanced Academy in East Acme.
All right, let's check out those responses for our question of the day. Have you lost your mailbox this winter because of snow plowing that goes on? You can see 71% saying no right now on our poll. 29% saying yes. We have a lot of responses, I should say, to that question. Marty chiming in saying, no, we have an excellent plow guy, and my 84-year-old dad snow blows around the mailbox and garbage bin. Good for your dad, Marty. Bill saying, not by the plow, but a guy lost control on an icy road and clipped it. It's an antique galvanized one. He came back and put it back on the post. This one cracks me up. Mark says every year he's lost his mailbox. A guy went by one time, was looking out the window at Mark, and then he saw his mailbox flying over the tops of the trees. I hope you got it back, Mark. Well, thank you for chiming in tonight for our question of the day. And thanks for watching Unscripted. We hope to see you back here at 11. Until then, have a fabulous night.